Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Join me for an experiment. I want to try something that I think would make this really awesome. What we've got here is the MyArcade Gamestation Pro, and one of the main reasons I got this thing was for this Night Driver arcade version. Now I'm just going to put in a coin and give it a try here, if I can. There we go. It's one of those great games that, like, I have never been really able to play this on too much, and this is a very cool experience to finally be able to play this. Ooh. I've got the buttons mapped kind of weird for how to change gear, but regardless, what I thought would be very interesting, as you can tell from the title, sorry for the flashing, what I thought would be very interesting is, as cool as it is to be able to play Night Driver at all, with a joystick really doesn't work. So, what I want to try is to see if it'll work with my Mad Catz steering wheel controller. I want to know, can I do this? Can I drive the car using a steering wheel? Because that would make this so cool. And I have reasonably high hope that I can make this work. Maybe. This thing is great because it's actually got a connection for PlayStation, for GameCube, and also for original Xbox. And I happen to know that with a variety of really weird connectors like this thing, the Innovation X connection, and this, which the name escapes me right now, that just says analog. This was another connection. I think this is, I'll put the name of it here. With this thing and a standard PlayStation to USB connector, I have been able to jury-rig all of these things together and actually play, is that in the right way? No, there we go. With all of this hooked up, I was able to get my Nijicon connector, which is for the PlayStation original, hooked into there, and then through all of these things, I was able to play on the PS3 games using this USB connection here. Now, the problem is the MyArcade does not have standard USB, but I got myself a USB to USB-C adapter. So I'm thinking, in theory, if I plug that into there, and then all of this stuff, either using the PlayStation connection or the Xbox connection, somewhere in here, I might actually be able to make this steering wheel work for the GameStation Pro so that I can play Night Driver with a steering wheel. Let's hook it all up and see what we get. Okay, I've got myself hooked up where it worked on the PS3. I've got the USB-C adapter into the GameStation, and then that collection of wires hooked up to the steering wheel. I think I'm already in trouble because I don't see any lights on. Let's just see. Any of these things spark to life? Nope, nothing so far. So I don't know that this is going to work. Any buttons getting recognized? No, no, and no. Alright, so there's a flaw in my logic right now. Darn it, that would have been cool. However, I'm not finished yet. I'm going to try, so this particular setup right now is a little bit extra. I've got PlayStation into Innovation X connection. Can you make out there's a light on there? There's a light lit, but that's the only light that's going on here. Nothing here is actually responding. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bypass the Xbox portion. I'm going to take the Innovation out, and I'm going to go straight with, actually, no, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's unplug the Innovation, and instead, okay, you know what? Let's, instead of that routine, let's stick with that. Ooh, hang on. I didn't think of that. I turned on a light there. Do I have any light here? No. Do I have anything, any response? Anything going on here? No. Darn it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass, right, so now I've got just USB-C, USB-A, PlayStation adapter. And I don't see any lights happening here at all. Nothing. That's too bad. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do then is one more possibility. Okay, my next suggestion then is I've put a little connection there on the Xbox plug. Or sorry, I've put the Xbox plug on the connector for the steering wheel. So let's just bypass this part of the equation, not use the Innovation X connection, and instead go directly that way. Does that do anything? I've got the lights on, but I'm still... Oh! We have lights! We have lights! Hold the phone! Okay. Let me just calibrate this guy. Now, okay. Does that do anything? Do I have any... Oh, I don't have any lights! Hang on. So let's switch... Oh, that's mode. Let's switch... Digital... Oh man! I thought... Oh! We did something! We did something! I don't suppose the gas pedal would work, would it? I mean, I'm getting the indication of the... Can you see that there? Yeah. But... Wait a minute. Something's going somewhere. If I hit the square... Whoa! We have movement. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now, let's just see. So that's the accelerator. How do I turn? Whoa. Oh, man. It's like I really got a ream on the controller here, but we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's try it again. Sorry for the flashes. Okay, straighten up. Whoa, it's kind of working. It's very slippy, but it does work. Okay, hang on. Can we... I don't know that I really want to change gear just yet. Whoa. Oh man, it is very... It's working. Didn't think this was gonna work. Whoa. Okay. Oh man. You know what? Let me change that calibration. Because I've got it set really... Oh, ran out of time. Okay, hang on. Let's set the calibration up as high as we can. Okay. That's it, as high as it'll go. Ooh, I'm excited. How did I do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, square is A. It's still too wide. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Like if I really overcompensate with the wheel, oh man. Okay, hang on. Let me calibrate the other direction. Let me give it a really wide amount. Now this is probably gonna be worse, but let's see. Yeah. hang on. Come on. Crank it over. No. Crank it over. And yeah, that's even worse. Okay. All right, so back to calibrate. We gotta really dial it in, which luckily this steering wheel does let you. But even at the best case scenario, you just, it's like driving a bus. You gotta really crank the wheel. Oh, too bad. Can you imagine if this had worked? I mean, it kind of does. If there was some way of, dampening in the thing. I'm not even going to bother trying to change gear. I just want to see. It's almost there. It's got the guts of being workable, but it's just too wide. It's too hard. It's too far. Yeah, that's not going to work. Dang. All right, time over. Well, you know what? Experiment sort of successful. It does recognize the steering wheel. If I do, let me just remember how I did that. So that's Xbox connection into this device. Again, I'll put the name on the screen. And then that is out to PlayStation, and then a PlayStation to USB-A adapter, then a USB-C into the control box, into the MyArcade. It does work, but barely. It recognizes the gas. It does allow me to calibrate, but it's too far, I guess. Oh, you know what? Did I try? Hang on, one more time. There was a way to do digital. Let's calibrate. If I do this, if I could turn this into a digital, you see, yeah. Well, I was gonna say on a digital setting, again, it's too far. It's too far. I thought for sure. Oh wait, that's not digital. Let's get back on the road first. And we'll try the other mode. Good Lord. Okay. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. No, it's just as bad, if not worse. So analog barely works, and digital is even worse, or vice versa, depending on what way this thing is set. It doesn't have a light on, so I don't really know which one is active. But both modes, like you can see, I've almost got it. I've almost got it, but not quite. If there was just a way to make these wheel turns, like that's me cranked all the way over. Look at that. I'm like 100% in that direction, and then I gotta overcompensate. It's not gonna work. Try one more time with a different mode just to see. One of these modes is better than the other, but they're still, yeah, it's not playable. It's not playable. Oh, darn! But again, I'm pretty pleased that as far as an experiment that I didn't even think was gonna work, it does see, hey, you've got a steering wheel connected to me. It just needs to be, it needs to be dialed in. If there was a way to like make the turning radius being recognized in the game a little tighter, that would work. That is almost playable with a steering wheel. Almost, but not quite. But I thought I'd at least give it a whirl. You just never know with these things, right? So, all right, that is my experiment over. That is an attempt to make the Mad Catz steering wheel work on the Gamestation Pro, on Night Driver. Almost there. And until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.